What's going on, people, ladies and gentlemen, dogs, mammals, cats? I am Jimmy the Cricket. Episode one of the podcast. I am Jimmy the Cricket. Today we got a special show today. Guest speaker or guest period. My homeboy, my brother from another mother, man of Omega Psi Phi himself. Um, you may know him as Isaac. My friend Isaac Hayes. Isaac, what's going on?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Appreciate you for shouting out the good cues. You already know
Oh, you
how
know
we
how I
do
do. It's all Greek love over here. It's all Greek love.
it.
Man, how's your day going, man?
Man, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Today Thursday, so I've been on that throwback Thursday, jamming music all day.
Oh, we gonna get to that in a second. We gonna get to that in a second.
My name Isaac Hayes for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Me being a DJ, I take pride in my music, excellence and my taste in music. So you're one of the few people who I agree with when it comes to music, that we're on the same wavelengths. You know what I'm saying? Especially that R&B. People quick to call anything R&B. That's the thing. But I'm talking about real R&B.
Yeah, we grew up in the right R&B.
suffering from right now. His is due to lupus, but he still suffers from it till this day. He was just hospitalized a couple weeks ago, so I was checking on him, and he's fine now, but he's still suffering from it. So it could be crazy. It's easy for us to just take advantage of life and not really pay attention to ourselves. But you just get that one knock in the head, and all of a sudden you got to pay attention to it. How did you find out? What was the point that where I guess the catalyst? What started it? What made you realize that you had this disease?
Man, you know what's funny is I probably had been sick probably for like 2 or 3 years before I even realized it. To be honest with you, it was actually quite. I wouldn't say gruesome, but it was actually bad how I found out. I was at work one day, just when I was a teacher, I was a school program administrator. I was after school, working with my kids, with my principal, the assistant principal, and I went to the restroom, went to urinate, and blood came out.
Oh wow.
So like, okay, like I said, it was so advanced that, like I said, my kidneys were done. So I was pissing out blood, get rid of all the I was bleeding inside basically.
Oh
So
wow.
I went to my principal and I told him like, hey man, I gotta go. Well, I just I told him what happened, and I said, man, I gotta go see what's up. So instead of going to the doctor to the hospital and thing, I just go home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, let me drink some water, let me piss again, let me see if it happens again. Well, it didn't happen again, so I wrote it off. Like, okay, maybe it was just urinary tract infection or something like that. So I wrote it off.
Yeah.
Well, probably about a month later, it happened again. Now, at this point, it happened and it didn't stop. Like, it would be literally, I would just be standing there and blood would be coming out of my urethra, like like what I'm saying, hematoma, like
Yeah.
blood would be coming out of my urethra, like my underwear would be covered in blood. It was just like plaques were just shooting out, just shooting out.
Oh wow.
Like you could feel them coming out. So at that point, that's when I was like, okay, I got to do something. Like, so I went to this minor emergency center right up here by my house, and they did blood tests, they did urine tests, they did everything. And the dude called me back with the results and was just like, well, you just have calcium in your urine. Never found anything, never caught anything, right?
Yeah.
So probably about a month later, it's funny, it was right around Thanksgiving, right around, was it Thanksgiving? No, it was right around Halloween, um, 2015. I'm a barber as well by trade, so I was supposed to cut my son's hair for like 3, 4 weeks, dude. My wife was telling me, like, it got to the point where my son would even say, Daddy, you supposed to cut my hair? Like, Mama said, cut my hair. Like, he was trying to save me from, disappointing the wife. But I was so tired, I couldn't even stand up for like more than 5 minutes, like, to cut my own son's hair. So I remember the day like it was yesterday. It was October 14th, 2015. I laid here at the house all day waiting on my son because I was on leave from work already because I was so sick I couldn't even work. So I was at home on leave, um, and I had to go pick my son up from daycare. I remember the day. It was like orange outside. Like it was just a weird day. It was sunny, but it was like orange. It was like an orange haze over the sky. And I don't know if it was just my vision was messed up or what. So I got in my car and I drove to get him. Like I literally was slumped the whole time I was driving. He was like 3, 4 miles away. So I took back roads. I was slumped the whole time. I got there and you know, barely made it to the door to get him, knock on the daycare door, get him out, whatever, whatever. And got in the car, and as I drove him back home, I told him, I said, man, Daddy don't feel good. So got home, and I laid on the couch. Once again, he came up to me, and he said, hey, Daddy, can you cut my hair? And I couldn't even respond at that time. I think I actually couldn't talk, and I blacked out.
Oh wow.
When I came to, I was just laying on the couch. My son was just sitting there looking at me. So I got my phone and I called my wife. I think I called my mom. She didn't answer. I called my mother-in-law. She answered. Called my Amy, my Aunt Marion. She answered. And I also called my dad. He answered. I told them I just cried and I said I don't feel good. I just said I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And they all were just like wait right there. We'll come get you. So my dad made it here first. Rushed me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? We get to the hospital and I think within like maybe 30 minutes, if that long, they already diagnosed me. They said, we're going to go ahead and admit like, you know, something real serious, something with his kidneys or whatever. They didn't diagnose me with end-stage renal failure, kidney disease or anything, but they just said, you know, my blood pressure was damn near 300 over 200.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were like, man, I don't even know how you came in here alive, like basically, you know, it was so high, and they immediately gave me medicine to get my blood pressure down. And once they did that, they started running all the tests and everything, and they asked me, they was like, because I had just went to my family doctor, like not even 2 weeks before, and I got my full physical, you know, and he didn't catch anything. This is my doctor I've been going to since I was like 5 years old.
Wow.
He didn't catch anything. So they called and they said, hey, so when you went to the doctor last time, what did your doctor say? And I told him, he was just like, you know, he said my blood pressure was kind of high. We were going to monitor it. Woo.
Yeah.
Well, they told me, they said, well, you're in kidney failure because of your blood pressure. They said just like that. They said he didn't check for kidney function. And I was like, no, he didn't. He did blood test, urine test, but he didn't check for kidney function. So that was October 14th, 2015. And I was in the hospital all the way until November 2nd, 2015. For like, what was that, like about 20 days, 21 days, man. Because they thought they knew what it was, but then they were treating it as some autoimmune disease called TPT, which basically is like it's just like the sickle cell.
Yeah.
It's just like a sickle cell. So they, you know, my creatinine level was opposite of where it was supposed to be. I think maintained it was sky high. My blood count was low. My platelet count was low. Like it was just out of whack. So they thought, white blood sickle cell. So they thought it was sickle cell. I mean, red blood cell. They thought it was sickle cell. So I mean, they treated me for everything I had to do. I don't know if we both did dialysis. You know, I had to start dialysis the next day, but I don't know if you ever heard of a treatment called plasmapheresis.
I'm familiar with that. I've heard of it for like people who are listening. Go on and explain that to them what that is.
Yeah. So for the people who've never heard of it, what plasmapheresis is basically they take out all of your blood plasma. Like the treatment takes like probably about 6-7 hours. It's way longer than dialysis. You know, they take out all of your blood plasma, the bad, and they replace it with good plasma. Now, I'm sure y'all know about blood banks and storage of different things. Most times in the hospital, to keep things sterile, what do you have to do? You have to freeze it.
Yeah, gotta freeze it. Yeah, clean it, freeze it. Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to keep it cold to keep it sterile. So this is what they did. They had to defrost this, and then they put it inside of you. It's still pretty freaking cold.
So you actually feel it. You could feel the.
You can feel it going in. At this time I had a permacath.
Yeah.
Which is basically a big ID that was stuck directly into my heart, into my jugular.
Okay, yeah. In your head, in your neck.
Another part was inside directly to my heart. So when they injected the plasma into me, which it was like freezing cold, it went straight to my heart, straight to my jugular, and into my body.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so it was horrible, and actually the first time I got it, I had an allergic reaction.
What reactions do you have to it?
Basically anaphylactic shock, like and respiratory system shut down.
Oh man.
Everything shut down. Like it was basically one of those. I was on my way out, and they gave me the antidote to bring me back.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is what I'm saying, because us as a people, this is kind of why we're having this podcast. This is why I made you my first guest, because in our community, first of all, we black men. Okay, we got to be dang near being drugged on the floor to even say we even need a doctor. Okay, and now you're telling me that your family doctor, who you've seen since you were 4 years old, didn't even catch this or even think to do a chemical biopsy basically of your kidney, and it boggles the mind. I'll get to my story in a second, but just with yours, excuse me, but with your story, it's like we have two different lives. I mean, I remember back in college, flag football, intramural basketball. I wasn't the best hooper on earth, but I held my own. I held my own though. You, high school quarterback, small school playing intramural football. That's one thing I remember about you in college was you the athlete, man, the quarterback / wide receiver. So no one seeing you or hearing about this happen to you, because Joy, my sister, told me about you before I even found out. And what we remember from college is you, man, on the AstroTurf in Maverick Field, Maverick Stadium, just running past people and hurdling and just being super athletic. And so for this to happen to you, imagine this happens to the average person who don't really take care of themselves or just just chilling as a couch potato or whatever. This can happen to anybody. And
to get back, I don't mean to cut you off, but to get back to what you said about being the silent killer, and the fact that black men don't go to the hospital or doctor, and that my primary care physician, he didn't find anything. The signs were all there, bro.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad had just had strokes within a month before me getting bit.
Really?
They deal with high blood pressure. He's my family doctor. Like my grandma, who is now in a nursing home, she had the same condition. Like she's had strokes and heart attack. She's had heart surgery. So all the signs were there. So it's so funny how he didn't catch it. But like we said, I mean, you can't put it all on him because, like I said, I should have been going to the doctor and to the hospital way before this when I was bleeding out of my urethra and, 2 weeks in stand to cut my son's hair, all this stuff. I should have been going. So it's kind of like we look at, like you said, the way we are used to being. We look at the way we know we're supposed to feel. And then when we get out of whack, it's like, oh, I'll bounce back. I'll be okay.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. That's in my situation, I was thinking the same thing. But it's like also, sometimes we're not even taught to even look or pay attention to those symptoms. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like, okay, you're bleeding through your urethra that first time. You drank some water and you was good. Back to it. With me, my situation was I felt I had just food poisoning a couple times. My stomach was hurting. I started vomiting one time and I just called into work and be like, man, I think I got food poisoning, man. I just can't make it in. And I was out for 2 days, stayed hydrated, drank some water, and boom, I'm back on my thing again. You know what I'm saying? But in retrospect, after it happened to me, I was like, yo, that wasn't food poisoning. That was one of my kidneys tapping out for the count. Like, okay, I'm done, bro. And that was October of 2013. I did actually get hospitalized. Actually went to the hospital to get diagnosed until I remember to this day. It had to be April. It was April 2nd, no, April 1st of 2014, and it's because my job had transferred me out here to Atlanta from Los Angeles, and so I'm just thinking I'm just overexerting myself and working hard or whatever during those days from me moving from LA to Georgia, and I crashed at my baby sister's house, and I started to feel a little dehydrated, constantly wanting water, and then I realized I was freezing, and what I think I got the flu. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking I got the cold, flu, something like that. Drink some water, take some fluids, I'll be good. And I went to work for the first couple of days, and even my boss was like, "Yo, you don't look so good. Are you okay?" And I'm like, I just got the flu or something like that. I'll be fine. But then that night I went to my sister's house and I went to bed. I woke up 4 in the morning, vomiting. And I never vomit. I only vomit if I have food poisoning, or very rarely do I vomit. And so I knew this was wrong.
Poisoning.
Or alcohol poisoning. That would be another story we'll get to in a second. You know what I'm saying? Because that's happened to me before. But the frat days, man, I'm telling you, too much omega oil, too much blue juice, it'll get you. But yeah, so I wake up in the middle of the night vomiting, and my sister was like, "You don't look so good." I'm still being bullheaded and not wanting to go anything. I'm like, I'm just gonna call into work. I'll be fine. That next morning, my sister was like, "You don't look good." I was like, "I'm just gonna stay home." She was like, "No, well, at least let me take you to mom's house because at least somebody will be able to watch you." I don't even remember getting in the car. Next thing I know, I remember I'm in the ER and I'm finally revitalized, and I'm thinking it was maybe like a couple of minutes or whatever. We get in the car. I believe it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time I wake up and I'm in the ER and realize what's going on, it's 8:45 at night. I had lost 12 hours of the day. Don't know what happened, and it's weird because they were like, "You are lucky that you actually listened to your sister. If you had not listened to your sister and stayed at home, you would be dead right now." I was clinically dead for a couple of minutes actually before they could revive me. and it's just me being bullheaded in retrospect, and not wanting to go to the doctor because us black men, we have the mentality. Nah, every time you go to the doctor, they find something bad. I don't want to go to the doctor. We really have that, but hopefully with this podcast and people hearing our stories, we gotta take care of ourselves, man, because nobody's gonna do it for us.
Straight up,
So you say you did have a transplant. When did that happen and how'd that go?
Ooh, man, you know what? First off, I'm finna be, I don't know if it's cliche or not, man, but I gotta give all glory to God on that, man.
Oh no, man, you should, man. It's all glory to him.
1000% I give all glory to God on the transplant. Also, I want to thank Keisha Hickerson and her family, man.
So was she a blind match, or was this did y'all plan this, or how did this happen with your match?
Bro, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I haven't shared the full story with too many people because I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book that's basically gonna it's gonna be a tell-all book as far as my health goes, as far as my relationship with God.
Okay.
But I'll share it for this podcast. I mean, it's because like I said, it's not from beginning. I said this wasn't my fight. This was somebody else's fight. You know what I'm saying? This was to hopefully motivate somebody, inspire somebody else, or to educate someone else to get up and go to the doctor. You know?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you my story. All right. I had been on dialysis for about a year and a half, since October 14th, 2015. I have been on dialysis. You're a hopeful candidate for a transplant. You have to go through a process to get put on the list, right?
Yep.
So I'm going through dialysis, and I finally start going through the process. I talked to a guy that's in my dialysis center. Matter of fact, I had never met this dude, but he is actually a classmate of CB, my frat brother. So
Okay.
That's where God starts. That's where God starts to come in and play with putting people in my life for a reason.
Yeah.
So I'm deciding between San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas on where I'm gonna get my transplant.
Okay.
He says no, don't choose either one of them. He says choose Temple, Texas, Baylor Scott and White. He said because as sad as it sounds, the death per capita in there is higher because they're a smaller community, but a lot of people die just like in a big community. Basically.
Yeah.
Right. So by happenstance, I choose Temple. Right. Okay. So fast forward to 2017. Been on dialysis for a year and a half. I am currently, the week I got my transplant, that Tuesday, I had surgery for an aneurysm on my fistula.
Okay.
You've been to dialysis a million times.
Yeah.
Sometimes they infiltrate and they mess it up.
Yeah.
Well, this time they infiltrated it so bad that they ruptured an artery in there. And I had an aneurysm on my arm, the size of a golf ball.
Oh wow.
So this is Tuesday. I'm reaching out to everybody. Letting them know what's going on. I'm sharing. I shared my story from October 14th to now. I'm still sharing it because just to go, look back real quick. When I was hospitalized, like I said, the first time. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Are you fine?
Just for y'all to know, that alarm, that's for me to take my medication for my kidney, my anti-rejection, my antiviral, antibacterial, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But October 14th, when I first got diagnosed, first got sick, what I did, I actually, Vic, like understand, is I was actually clinically dead for a time period. And in this point, when I was asleep that night, like I woke up the next day and the nurses told me I died 5 times that night.
Oh wow. Wait. So while you were admitted into the hospital that night?
My first night in the hospital.
Oh wow.
Yes. So that night while I was asleep, everybody's hitting at my family, what's wrong with us, blah, 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 blah. Well, I had a cousin who passed away from sickle cell in 2012, right? It's like my big brother, So he came to me that night, and he said, I need you to do 2 things. He said, number 1, I need you to share your story and update everybody. He said, stop putting it on family to do it because, you're causing them stress and people are bothering them, blah, blah, blah. And he said, 2, I need you to listen to these doctors and nurses, and you will be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is why I'm in hospital. So from that day, I started sharing my story. Like I said, I knew from that moment that this wasn't for me, this was for somebody else. But anyway, fast forward to 2017. I'm finna get ready to have this aneurysm surgery, right? I'm still not listed on the kidney list.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I'm still not listed. So I put on Facebook, I don't know if you remember, I said, pray for me for to have a successful surgery and that I am listed so that way I can start to accept, um, candidates for transplant. So I can start to accept kidneys. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. So had my surgery. All my friends showed so much love to me, man. Shout out to Jameson Powell for compiling a slideshow of about 20 videos from friends from college, friends from high school, just friends and family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to uplift because I was really down. So
what up,
that's really
Jameson?
yeah, shout out. Hey, we got a Sigma, a Hugh, and there's an Alpha. Come on, what's with the group stuff? But anyway, all right. And matter of fact, the girl Keisha Hickerson is a Delta. Okay. So, all right. Keisha didn't donate to me.
Okay.
What happened was, all right, like I said, Tuesday was the day I had my surgery. I'm still not listed. Okay. That Friday at 9 a.m., I received a call from the hospital stating that I was currently listed, category 1, and I could start to accept offers for a kidney, right?
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That day at 12 o'clock, I get a Facebook message in my inbox from Keisha Hickerson. She says, I've been following your story. I know I haven't met you in person. Whoa, she said, but I'm just going to let you know currently right now we're headed to El Paso. My dad was in an accident where he's on life support right now, and we want to bless you with his kidney.
Oh, wow.
Big. I had not been listed for 3 hours. You hear me?
Yeah.
9 years. So, okay. I'm listed. She calls, she texts me. I'm looking at the message like, wow, this is crazy, but you know how hard it is. What are the odds that this man is going to match? What are the odds what are the odds we're the same blood type? What are the odds that he wasn't damaged in the accident? And then let me tell you this about this man. This man was homeless.
Are you serious?
You hear me? She had been looking for her dad for about 4 or 5 years. She would always post on Facebook, but hey, where, if you see this man, have him call me, have him contact me, woo, woo, woo. So this man was in an accident in El Paso. She stays in Fort Worth. She didn't know where her dad was at. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So she gets a phone call because she's the oldest and the next of kin. They contact her to tell her what happened. So she's over his affairs. Mind you, like I said, this man was hit and was on life support. Vic knows if this man had died, I wouldn't have been able to accept the kidney because he's not a living donor. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand me? So God kept this man alive just long enough. We'll get into that. So, like I said, go back to everything. I don't know if this man's a match. I don't know if this man's got any diseases because he's homeless. You don't know what happens.
You don't know the story.
I don't know the man. So, you don't know what goes on people. Most homeless people, what do you think? Drugs and intravenous drug use and all that stuff. So, of course, they can get hepatitis and all this different stuff.
Yeah.
So, this is on a Friday at like noon, right? The night before, I had just prayed to God. I told him I was tired of dialysis. I told him it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you or anything. I'm just so tired of it because, it's hard not being normal.
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old and a wife. You hear me?
Yeah.
And it's like every day I gotta fake normal so they don't have to live in the despair that I'm feeling. You get me? So, my every time I come from dialysis, my daughter stays with me on those days. She stays home with me. So she would be like, hey, Daddy, you went to get medicine today. How you doing? How you feeling? And I'm feeling tired, drained, like shit. And I'm like, oh, Daddy's good, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daddy's good. For the last year and a half, legally, but not legally, technically, I can't even pick up my kids because they weigh more than 10 pounds and I have to fish them on.
Yeah.
And my heart is not strong enough,
Yeah.
But think about that. You can't pick up your kid for a year and a half. So let's fast forward back to the story, you know what I'm saying? So that day she texts me. I hadn't even been listed 3 hours, bro, and I'm getting the offer already. So I'm sitting there in limbo. It was so funny because I remember I got listed. I called my frat brothers over and I lit the pit up because we were celebrating. And then I get that text 3 hours later. So I get that text. Like I said, I didn't really think nothing of it. But my wife got it at the same time. She sent it to both of us because my wife is also a Delta. She's a Delta. But that day goes by and I'm just, it's on my mind. I'm like, man, what are the odds? Ain't nothing gonna happen. So then she texts me and she's like, hey, just a random question. We got to know this. What's your blood type? Just to see if it's a match initially. If you
Yeah.
have the right blood type, it doesn't match at all. So she says he's O negative. And I didn't know my blood type. So I was like, fuck, let me call around. This got impressive. So I called my doctor. He knew it, but he was like, it's not right in front of me. Let me call you back. And I'm stressing. I'm like, damn it, I need to know this shit now.
I need to know now.
Okay. I was like, okay, let me call the dialysis center. Let me call dialysis. Same thing. We don't have it right in front of us. It's a lot of information. Can we get back to you? I'm so big. I'm so nervous. I just throw up.
Yeah.
I just throw up. So then I was like, dummy, call the kidney hospital. Call your transplant center. So I called them and I talked to the lady. Her name is Kat. She was my transplant coordinator. I called her and she's like, oh, real quick, let me see. Okay, oh, here it is. You're O negative. Bro, I dropped the phone. Like some movie shit. I dropped the phone. And I had to pick it up because she's talking. Hello? Hello? So I pick it up and I'm like, okay, you don't know what you just did for me. And I tell her what's going on. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God, this is so crazy. They keep me posted. So that's Friday. So Friday goes, I have dialysis Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So Friday goes, I'm barbecuing. She's still keeping us updated, but there's no real movement at this time. It's just they're there. They're talking to our doctors. They're going to check him and everything, blah, blah, blah. He's still on life support. So Friday goes by. The next morning, I have dialysis.
Yeah.
Right? Mind you, I just talked to God the day before, Thursday, when I had the last dialysis. So I didn't go Saturday, Vic. I didn't go. Something in my heart I didn't go.
Yeah.
I just didn't go to dialysis that Saturday. So I go hang out with my boys at Applebee's all day. I go there from like 1 o'clock to like 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't ever hang out that long now that I'm on dialysis, now that I'm sick.
Yeah.
But I went to Applebee's and I had all the food we're not supposed to eat.
He had all the phosphorus. Boy, he had all the salts.
I'm taking sodium, potassium. I'm taking shots all day, bro. Like, just real reckless, whatever.
Yeah.
So to speak. So she's texting me this whole time I'm there, and she's like, okay, just talk to the doctors, right?
Yeah.
The surgeon said we can't do it. Like basically saying they can't do it, whatever. Like you can't donate his kidneys, blah blah blah. He's like, and she's like, first of all, he's still alive. Second of all, I'm over his what's it called, right of attorney or whatever.
Yeah, power of attorney.
So I get to decide. I get to decide. So the actual doctor comes in and overrides the surgeon, and she asks him, so why are y'all denying this kidney? The surgeon didn't have anything to say. She said if she wants to donate her father's kidneys, she can donate her father's kidneys. As long as there's nothing wrong with them. And she vetoes them. So they're basically, it's like, here's God again stepping in, like, no, you're not finna veto. So everything's a go again. Everything's a go again. So she's texting me, just letting me know. So we go through the process, and then finally she texts me, I think it was that night, right about midnight, before I left to come home. And she was like, I'm sitting here with these doctors, man, and they're basically in shock and in awe right now. She said, I told them your story, and I told them, what I plan to do. She said, they're all praying for you. They're all rooting for you right now. So that's about midnight. I get home by 1 o'clock. I'm tipsy in the mug, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only my wife is here. And my kids are already gone. And I'll tell you why that's important to me. My kids are already gone. So this is Saturday night, early Sunday morning, after midnight. So she texts us again. She's like, okay, basically, we're about to pull the plug on him. He's passed away. We're about to pull the plugs. We're going to take out the kidneys and basically we're going to check them and make sure they're good. We're going to do a biopsy on them. We're going to look at them and make sure they're good. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, if anything is wrong with them, this does not happen. Like anything.
Yeah.
This does not happen. So this is like 2 in the morning. She was like, if everything works out, be expecting a text or a call. Woo. So she asked for all my information then. She's like, I need your phone number, I need your address, I need your birthday. I'll call you later for your social because I don't want to have it. I said, whatever you need, take it.
Yes.
I'll give you my social security card right now. Like, what do you need? I'll give you a picture of that bitch. I'll take it from the back. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So she then, I go to sleep. Me and my wife go to sleep. But okay, If any of y'all have iPhones, I don't know if other phones have it. If y'all have iPhones, y'all know you have Do Not Disturb, right?
Yep. I use that thing.
All right. My Do Not, let me just tell you, my Do Not Disturb goes off at 8 a.m. every morning. If you, number one, if it's a number that, if it's not a number saved in your favorites, or a number that you say, and basically it has to be saved in your favorites for it to ring. If they call you twice, it'll ring. You know, if they call you back to back, it'll actually ring.
Yeah.
It'll start people. Well, I don't know what happened. My wife, I'm tell y'all, after transplant, my memory was basically erased. Like I'm getting my memories back as things happen, as people have conversations with people and everything. Like basically they shut my system down.
Yeah.
Imagine you're writing your biggest paper for college, your dissertation or something, and your brother or dog comes in and trips over the cord. It erases everything on your computer.
Yeah.
You don't get it back. That's basically how I felt after transplant. All right.
Wow. Okay.
So my wife says, I swear to God, I don't remember. I thought I was in the bed with her. She said that night I fell asleep on the couch, and my phone, and that next morning at about 7:30, my phone started to ring. I'm on the couch, mind you, I'm drunk from the night before. I'm on the couch, sleep, knocked out. It's ringing, and I'm like, man, who called me at 7:30? And I silenced it, went back to sleep.
Oh wow.
Right?
Yeah.
About 7:50, they called back again. My wife said she walked in the living room and it's basically like, boy, answer your phone. Why just I'm ringing this early? It could be something woo woo. I'm not thinking. So I look at it and it says something Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I answered. They're like, hey, can I speak to Henry Hayes? And I'm like, yes, this is he. And they're like, well, Mr. Hayes, this is so-and-so with the National Kidney Association. So I perked up like, oh shit, okay, who's this?
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're calling to let you know that we have a potential match for you. They said, I'm still asleep, bugs in my eyes and something else. They're like, moving forward, this is 7:50 in the morning. Moving forward, don't eat anything or don't drink anything. If everything goes well, be expecting another call, right? So this is like 7:50 in the morning.
Okay.
Mind you, like I said, my kids are already gone. They're at their grandparents' house. So I call their grandparents and I say, hey, I might have to keep the kids another day. I just got a call saying we might have a potential match for me today. So she's like, oh, grandma's like, oh, it's okay. I got you. No matter what, we keep, hey, we got them, whatever. Just keep us posted. So then I call my sister, my mom, and my dad, I believe. And my dad, being the crazy person he is, he's like, I'll be over there at 10:30. I'll be over there at 10:30 on the dot. He shows up at 10:30 on the dot. Let me tell you, after I got off that phone, I was in so much shock. I don't know. I guess that's the best way I can show me shock. I told my wife, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
So I went back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I went back to sleep. I didn't wake up till a little after noon. So I get up and I come to sit in the living room with my dad. I remember sitting by my dad watching the pregame for the Cowboys and Packers, I believe it was that day. Yeah, Cowboys and Packers. Watching the pregame, he's sipping a beer. I think I'm sipping on a mineral water. You know what I'm saying?
Packers got washed that day, FYI.
Bro, but wait till I tell you the story about that. Though. So about 1:30, my phone rings, and it says transplant hospital. That's what I had to say, the transplant hospital.
Yeah.
And the person on the other line says, hello, is this Henry? I was like, yes, she said, oh, this is so-and-so with Scott Baylor, Scott and White. And she said, we have a kidney here for you. She said, can you get here? Yes, I can. You give me that shit. I don't care if you said 10 minutes. I was going to make it way to get there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Temple 50 minutes away, but I was going to get there. She was like, well, can you get here by, I think she said by like 3. As soon as you can, by 3. Bro, when I tell you, I was like, yes. I turned around, looked at my wife, and I said, well, that was the car. Bro, she pulled out this duffel bag, set it on the couch. It was like, all right, we got everything. Who do I need to call? It was like,
wow. Yeah.
It's like she already had everything ready, prepared.
That's what you need in your life. You need that in your life, man.
That ride it out.
That ride it out. Your day one. Shout out to her, by the way. Yeah, man.
Straight up. Shout out to Avery Charvette Hayes. Straight up. That's wifey. So we get in the car, me, her, and my dad, and we hightail it to Temple, man. So.
And how far is that drive from Austin to Temple?
About 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Okay.
45 minutes. And let me tell you, the connection with Temple is crazy. My wife's family is from Temple, so we never, you know what I'm saying? It's more. My wife's family is from Temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just lost her grandmother a year ago, right?
Wow.
Guess what day?
What?
A year to the day I got my transplant.
Man.
In the same hospital.
Man.
On the same floor.
Man.
They think it was the same room, but they not sure. Bro.
Wow.
Right? So, okay, we get to the hospital. They checking me in. They're getting everything. They have to start the blood test to make sure everything was a match. So they said, okay, be expecting about 2 or 3 hours for us to get the results back. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. So at this point in time, they hooked me up to all these machines, hooked me up to all this medication. And right when I really settled in, the football game came on. The Cowboys and Packers game came on. It's on my TV. All my family is there. From Dallas, Austin, wherever, Houston, like they're there.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't remember the game. I don't remember anything. It's on my TV. I'm looking at it. I don't remember none of it.
Wow.
All I remember is my family. They would come in twos in rotation.
Yeah.
To sit with me because ultimately this was a life or death surgery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they are all there sitting with me. You know, and you know they're pretty much quiet, but they're all in there. You know, I'm out of there. I'm out of there by now. So boom, fast forward, boom. Cowboys game is over. It's like God did this on purpose. Watch the whole Cowboys game. No sooner the Cowboys game goes off, the surgeon walks in. Well, I already met Dr. Doherty. Shout out to Dr. Doherty. She's the best in the world.
Shout out, shout out.
at Baylor, Temple, Scott, and White.
Okay.
Her and her team were anyway. She comes in, she sits there, and she tells me, all right, we have a kidney here. She said, I'm about to go down here. I'm about to put my hands on this kidney and put my eyes on this kidney. If it even looks wrong or smells wrong, we're not doing it. Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't do all of this, came all the way to Temple, got all the stuff on me, medication and everything, and she's telling me if she goes down here and look at the kidney and if something's wrong with it, we're not doing the surgery, right?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, bro, I wake up and I got a kidney.
Dang, I mean,
bro, let me
wow.
tell you this. Like I said, I had just got listed that day, which was that Friday at 9, and I got the call at 12. She said I went from number 600 on the list to 1 in less than 48 hours, bro.
That is what baffles me because, I mean, first of all, let me just say that was a miracle on top of a miracle, laced with miracle sandwich that you just told me. You know what I'm saying? From
miracle sauce.
It's just dripping the miracle sauce on top of that. Just the fact that okay, it was a living donor who was on life support by you said the daughter who's been looking for her father for all those years in a different state, in a different city, in the same state but in a different city. With the fact that you were going into the hospital for a procedure for your fistula or your graft, but you're going right back in to actually get. I'm baffled because I'm not even on the list yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have previous conditions. Can't even talk. Existing conditions, you know, with sickle cell. And a year ago to this day, I had heart surgery to repair a valve. So I've been trying to get on the list, but I have had to do, you know, little things on that way to get listed. And I think I'm one step away before I can actually get on the list. But it takes people years to get on the list. And then once they're on the list, it takes an additional couple years to even hope to get a match. So the fact that she went from 6,
that hospital I was in was about a 4.5 year wait.
4.5 year wait, and that's what in Georgia here it's 3 years, and that's what they've been telling me. Just to even get just when you're even on the list, it take you wait 3 years. So you going from 600 to number 1 in 48 hours. I'm not the big, like I said, you know, my walk with God has gotten a lot deeper lately. I'm not the biggest religious person. I'm not the one to shout and yell hallelujah and make a scene at church. But I don't have my relationship with God. But that only look at God. That's all I can say. And I'm not known for praising and make comments like that. But no, that is God right there.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it's crazy. Like it's almost to the point. And you know what? Another ironic thing. I would say irony or coincidence. I don't even know what word to use. But another I think I can say is when I first got sick, October 14th, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife came to the hospital, and I was there for 21 days, and I told you I didn't want her to stay there with me because two things. One, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to see, and I didn't like her to. I didn't want her to see all those machines and tubes and stuff to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't let her. But I told her before she left. I said I'm gonna be all right, and I told her, if you don't believe in God now, by the end of this, you're gonna believe in God. You know, that's exactly what I told her verbatim.
Yeah.
And in the end, when I got my transplant, for him to do all of this, it was kind of like it was a culmination of that statement right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was all God. There's no way that happens to. I'm sorry, that happens to anybody else.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way the best writer, Hill Harper, Steven Spielberg, I don't care, M. Night Shyamalan could have written that story, bro.
No.
So
No, it's still baffling. Like it's because like even before you started spreading your story and telling your story on Facebook, I have been dealing with it for a year prior to you. And me, I'm very introverted. I don't really talk much. And then once I left, I'm in Georgia now. It's 10 times worse. You know what I'm saying? Heck, half the people who I work with don't even know my name. Because so just seeing you putting little posts here and there, and then when Joy told me about what happened to you, I had to hit you up ASAP, and I was like, bro, I'm going through the same thing, man, same thing, and you have given me hope, a lot, with what's going on, and I have my days, what I'm saying, when I just don't feel like being messed with or just angry at the world sometimes, but it's a journey, and even my sisters, I'm telling you, man, family is what keeps you going a lot, and my sisters and my parents, honestly, if I tell you, if I didn't have them in my life, only God knows what would happen. So I know for you with the kidney situation, I don't say it's harder for you, but you are a husband, you are a father, you're a son, so you do have more responsibilities, and that's what makes it even worse. It's scarier to me because I'm like, oh my God, what if I had human beings relying on me? How would I be able to function like this? So I mean, your story is amazing, and now you have the chance to give your testimony and and talk to the world, let the world know what you're going through. And now you got this book, and it's just I'm just happy, man. I'm happy for you, and honestly, I can't wait till it happens to me so I can tell my story too. But like I said, the reason why I had this podcast is just another way for me to try to get out and kind of tell my story without feeling like I'm looking for a sob story. 'Cause I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't tell nobody. I don't want nobody looking at me weird like, oh, he going through all that, or, because I can be self-conscious every now and then, and that runs through my mind. But man, when we started to communicate, and I was following your story, man, it made me be like, all right, pull up the big boy pants, boy, because this boy got a daughter and a son too, so you can't bitch out no more, Vic. Come on now. So that kind of gave me the strength to keep moving, and I said, as soon as I get this podcast running, man, you're the first person I'm gonna talk to about this.
I appreciate that. You already know, man. Like, we've been connected before this, and this just happened to bring us even closer as brothers, man. And it's just like sharing my story on Facebook. Like, and then let me rewind. Anybody going through it, that's my advice. Share, 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 share. And I'll tell you why. It's not because you're looking for a sob story, like you said. It's not because you're looking for attention. It's not because you're just trying to get pity or whatever. You never know who's out there looking, who is A, motivated by it, B, inspired by it, or C, who is looking to bless you. You hear me?
And it's funny. I hear that a lot. Like, I don't say I hear that a lot from Joy. Joy. Joy's a bad mother. She's a bad mother right there. You know what I'm saying? She don't take nothing from nobody. She's like she's a hard, tough cookie. But in this middle of her, she's really soft. When I tell you, when she has told me what you just told me dozens of times before, and you know how it's like somebody tell you something a whole bunch of times and you don't click, but then you hear somebody else say it one time and it sticks with you.
The same exact thing.
She was like, you don't know what somebody's story is. That's why you're supposed to testify. And then I started telling people little people about my story at work. People look at me like, hold on. Wait, so you're going through all that and you still working 40 plus hours here? Yeah. And you still DJing on the outside and you still making music? I'm like, yeah. I mean, to me, it's almost become almost just a way of life now. But
Exactly. And that's one thing I was going to say to you. It's crazy because after I had the transplant, like I said, my memory, like literally, was counterfeit, right? But
yeah.
my thing is this, and you can probably attest to this. Do you remember what normal is, Vic?
No, man. I don't know what it's like to have my Monday, Wednesday, or Friday night to myself. When I walk in that thing at dialysis on Friday afternoons, all the techs, all the nurses, they run for me because they know what time it is. Because they know I don't want to be there. I don't fight traffic. I live in for people who live in Georgia. I live in Marietta, the closest dialysis center that works with me, that can work with my schedule, because I still work during the daytime full time, is off of MLK, off of 285. That's the best. That's basically the SWATs. You hear the SWATs on the radio. You hear T.I. talk about the SWATs. That's the SWATs for real. That's a good 45-minute drive with traffic and everything.
With good traffic.
So on a good day, I'm looking at maybe 25, 30 minutes. So I'm driving off of work. I literally live 2 minutes from my job. When I moved here from LA, I purposely scouted apartments around my job so I would never have to fight traffic again like I was in LA. And then this happens. This is why I believe God has a sense of humor. God's like,
bro.
I literally could see God saying, "This nigga think he got to figure it out." Okay, I'm gonna throw this on that. The
Real
week,
quick,
yeah, go ahead.
real quick. Just to go with that, what you said. This is a quote that I have lived by. If you want to make God laugh,
Tell me what your plan is. Exactly, man. When you put that on Facebook, you made that your status. I could just laugh, and then it was, I could just. That's all I could do was just laugh.
But yeah, man, like you said, not knowing normal, not knowing what it's like to have a Tuesday, for me, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, Saturday night. Somebody that likes to party, likes to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, no matter what I did Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I went to dialysis at 5 in the morning. So I had to get up at 4 and be there by 4:45. Yeah. I went as early in the morning because I wanted to be as normal as I could the rest of the day for my kids, for my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I knew I was going to go to dialysis from about 5 to 9. And when I would get home, they would all be at work or at school or at daycare. Except for my daughter, she would stay with me most days. Dad could take a nap. He could rest to about 12, 1 o'clock.
Give you time
to recoup. My son does get home to
Yeah.
about 3. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I had time to be normal when they got home. Well, one, that shit didn't work. Because some days were bad, some days were okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But at
man.
the end of the day, like you said, on Facebook, I didn't make it seem like everything was glitter and gold. But my thing was to be as positive and faithful in God as I could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always made sure, no matter what I felt like, no matter what I went through that day, that I let God know I get him, I understand, I hear him, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
this is what I look at it, Vic. God only put this on you and me because he knew we could handle it.
Man.
He didn't put it on, and I'm just gonna name names. He didn't put it on Lucky. He
Nope.
didn't put it on Gary. He didn't put it on Chevin. Not saying they wouldn't be able to handle it, but at this point in time, they probably couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And man, I'm telling you, man, everything you said is word for word is Joy is telling me. And it's like I'll hear that and I will comprehend it, but it'd be like, damn, this Friday night, I don't want to hear that. Let me sulk in my let me sulk in my sadness right now. Let me go stop by the Japanese restaurant. Let me get some Japanese food. Let me get the extra soy sauce and the duck sauce, and let me sit in my room and watch these weak ass Knicks lose to these Cavs, and let me be miserable. And I would do that and wallow in my own pity sometimes. Have my little pity party every now and then, and me and Joey live together, we roommates, and so she know that. That's one thing I love about her is that she knows me so well that she let me have. She's like, I'm okay. I'm gonna let that nigga breathe because he don't had a long day. I'm gonna let him do him, and then as soon as I'm up again, I'm good. And it's like you said, man. Nobody, other people everybody has their issues. Everybody has their mountains. Everybody has their storms. This is just my storm. So, like you said, this is just me. And that's how we got to think about it. This is just maybe something that he knows I can handle as opposed to another type of storm somebody else is going through. But I still have an obligation that when I do pass through this, to not be selfish, but to do like you're doing and share your testimony and share your gospel, share your good news and everything. And like I said,
You
I'm
know,
not the biggest preaching person, not the biggest godly person. I am a Christian, but I'm also human. But I mean, your story, bro, it gives me faith. You know,
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. For 1 week, 1 week, which is 3 times,
okay.
go into dialysis with a positive mindset, a whole different mindset. You know,
Yeah.
every time I'm out, Vic, the people at dialysis, man, they love me. Mind you, I was the youngest person in there.
And I'm same
Vic,
here.
Vic,
Yeah.
I had Vic while I was in there. I'll tell you this honestly. I had 4 people die that sat next to me.
Oh wow.
You know, it was a rotation. Like they bring in somebody new, boom, he dead. Bring in somebody new, boom, he dead. Bring somebody in, boom, he dead. Bring somebody new, she dead. You know what I'm saying? Like while I was there.
Yeah.
Like I was there for a year and a half, and I saw 4 people didn't come back.
Yeah.
The next day, right? But every day I went in there, Vic, I was smiling. You know me, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
smiling. I'm happy. I'm positive. There were a number of times where I'm gonna tell you 2 parts where somebody would be in my care and people would just come over to me. They were on dialysis, who either just got done or were about to get on. And they would say, I just had to come over here because I felt your smile from way over there and I needed that for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's just the most I could do was be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The least I could do was just be happy because I'm blessed. And for people who don't know, big, we go to dialysis to be able to live week to week.
Yes.
If we skip a week
Yes.
of dialysis, we're gonna get so sick we'll probably die.
Yeah.
2 weeks, we're dead.
Yeah. I realized that. I
So
learned my lesson.
yes.
Yeah.
So for people who don't understand, dialysis is mandatory. Once you own it, you have to go. So
Yeah.
there was a few times that Vic can tell you, and I've done, where we just don't feel like going. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Vic getting off of work and going, and me waking up at 4 in the morning having to go. Some days you just don't feel like going because that, like I said, that day before, no matter what you do, no matter how long you stay at, you know you got to go to dialysis the next day.
Yeah.
No matter what. So I challenge you. I charge you as my brother for 1 week for 3 dialysis sessions. Be as positive as you can. All right.
Hey man,
You're gonna
because you
see.
asked
You're gonna
me,
see.
I'll
It's
do it.
not only going to affect you. It's going to affect everybody around you and those nurses and those techs. I promise you. I promise
I'll
you.
do it, man. Just for you. I mean, and I've been meaning to challenge myself, but you challenging me because, like I said, it's not gonna be the last time you on here. You technically my co-host right now,
I'm with
as
you.
I know.
I'm
So
with you,
so
bro.
I'll challenge you. I'll take a challenge. I'll update you and keep it week to week and let you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This podcast, like I said, is gonna be weekly anyway. So as of now, you could expect that we're gonna have another conversation next week on top of what's going on. But
I'm
man,
with it.
yeah, your story, man. Like I said, to wrap that up, man, is beautiful. What makes me so more happy about it is just your family. You have such a beautiful family. Your daughter, your son, your wife, the pics,
Yeah.
and you know how people
Appreciate
you know how people are Facebook happy. They got the fake faces, the fake smiles on
Oh,
their face, and
yeah. Oh,
look
yeah.
at me and babe. No, you guys are genuine. You guys are genuine. You genuinely love each other, and you rely on each other, and she lays on you. You lay on her for strength, and it's mutual. And I love that. And
Appreciate
your
that.
story with it just makes it like 10 times better. And it's not about race, but I mean, I just love seeing that black love, man. It's just like I want that, I want that, And so I mean, this is only the beginning, man. And like I said, man, congratulations on a new kidney. Now, real quick, let's talk about this real quick. The after, I guess, the after effects are what's going on with your life now with it. People think that just because you get a new kidney, you pop up, you're
Yeah,
good to go.
that's the thing.
So
That's
so
the
tell me
thing,
about
bro.
that now. What can I expect after you get the
What you can
transplant?
expect is 2 things. One, and this is something that people take for granted and don't understand or realize. Vic, I'm gonna be personal. When was the last time you had the urge to piss?
That we was texting about that earlier, man.
You get me? You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah.
I got a new kidney a month ago, literally a calendar month ago. I got a C-section scar. And most times you feel like they took a baby out of you, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they put a baby in me.
Oh wow.
I'm pissing every hour. All that, whether it be when I'm asleep. So at nighttime, you're gonna sleep good. Like no more Ambien, no more medicine. See my daughter right there. No more Ambien, no more medicine. But you're gonna have to get up every hour and a half, maybe you can stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that's one thing you gotta get used to is having to piss again, and it's like gonna be every hour and a half. Two, medicine, medicine, medicine. You taking probably 20 pills a day.
Hmm.
One you're gonna take either at 7 and 7 or at 8 and 8.
And these are the anti the human
Got
immune suppressants, right?
anti-rejection,
Okay.
antibacterial, antifungal, and then you have your. Some people still have to take blood pressure medicine, which I still do. You have your stomach medicine, which will help you with just your stomach, and then some people have to take different blood medicines, everything. You're never gonna take a LASIK again in your life. You won't even see them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you gotta worry about them water pills, but you gotta make sure. What else?
Now, your blood pressure pills are you taking Carvedilol or Coreg or anything like that? Or
I was on Coreg. It took me off for Coreg. I
Okay.
am on minoxidil
Okay.
and clonidine right now. That's it. Minoxidil and clonidine. Before my transplant, I was on 6 blood pressure pills. Let me just tell you that. I'm only on 2 now with the kidney, and that's just until it, like you said, it regulates your blood temperature, your heart rate. Until it regulates it, when it regulates, I may not be on blood pressure medicine again in my life. I just have to watch it, but I may not have to take it. But you're on pills, okay? Like you said, people think once you get kidney transplant, instant, oh, I'm good. Well, one, I'm still only on. All I can do is walk.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't lift over 10 pounds. If you read, which I read, you can't go back to work until year 3. I want y'all to know that. Year 3 of a successful transplant. Because one, that kidney it can reject at any time.
Okay.
At any time. I know a lady who sat next to me in dialysis, had a kidney transplant 4 years ago. She went to HEB one day, caught E. coli, rejection.
Oh, wow.
And then I know another lady who's lasted for 44 years. And it rejected them. So 4 years, 44 years, and everything in between. I just want y'all to know that. So year 1 is your short-term goal, of course. Year 1. Once you make year 1, yay, party, let's go, boo boo. 2 years, okay, we're looking good. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. Year 3, all right, we're where we need to be. You can go back to work. You can resume your normal life at year 3.
Okay.
You can basically resume your normal life. So right now, I go to Walmart or out in public. I put a mask on. I wear gloves, latex gloves, because I'm not trying to touch anything. I'm not trying to breathe anything.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's gotten to the point right now where my son thinks I'm so cool. We go, I even want to wear a mask. So I'm okay with it. I'll be out in public, people looking at me like I'm crazy. I went to Walmart to the pharmacy a couple weeks ago, and I had my mask on. Some lady was up there, and she looked back at me. And you notice that she went up and talked to the people at the counter. She kind of crept her jacket over her. And it was just like, that's what happens. They look at you and they're kind of like, damn, is he covering his mouth for a reason? And I want to be like, no, I just had a transplant like a few weeks ago. But I like seeing them cringe.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, like I said, when I got out of the hospital, when I got home.
Oh, how long were you in the hospital, by the way? For after transplant?
I was in the hospital for 9 days.
Okay,
so I had my kidney transplant that Sunday. It started at like 8 p.m. and I didn't come out to about 2 a.m. It was like a 6-hour surgery.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna go more part to the story I was telling. I have officially, you know what officially is?
Yeah.
When I got out of surgery, there was some complication. They didn't know what it was. So they thought they were going to have to give me dialysis. I'm out of it, but I remember this vividly. About 5 people came in to access my fistula. Do you hear me?
Ooh.
After I got my kidney, it stopped working. It clotted off.
Are you serious?
I haven't had to have dialysis since the Thursday before my surgery.
Wow.
Do you hear me? When I tell you God was like, oh, he's done.
He's done.
He shut down, and I didn't need that. I needed another treatment called thymal. I don't know exactly what that is. I haven't looked it up. But they gave me a thymal, and I was good. The only reason I was in there 9 days was because, like I said, they had to let go in and take off a clot. I had a clot on my stent in between my kidney and wherever they put it at. So once they cleared that out, everything started working.
Good. Okay.
And my blood pressure was still high, so that's why they kept me in there a couple of days long.
Okay.
But got home, and the first week everything was cool, good. Second week I started to feel tired, short of breath, very cold. Like,
Yeah.
well, I went to my checkup that week, and I had my labs, because you got to go to labs at least twice a week, and you send them to your hospital, and then you go to your hospital once a week. So wherever you get your transplant. Um, After about 2 or 3 months, you just see a nephrologist and your primary care doctor. You have to go back there until a year. But
Okay.
I got home, and the second week I was real tired. Well, apparently my lab showed that a healthy male, black male of our caliber, our size, blood count supposed to be 13, 14.
Okay.
Mine was at 4.8.
Oh wow.
And Vic, like I said, we don't remember what normal is. I was so used to being sick and on dialysis that 4.8 would have normally floored normal human.
Yeah.
And I'm just living coexisting, real tired, real fatigued, just like when I first got sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just dealing with it until I went back. I had to get a blood transfusion because I got that blood transfusion.
It's good
I've
again.
been good.
Okay.
I've been good. Yeah. So, like I said, it's just medication every day. Keep your hands clean. Keep your hands washed. Staying away from sick people. Trying your best not to contract anything. So that's why I wear my mask, wear my gloves. Blah blah blah. I keep a hand sanitizer in my pocket.
Yeah.
I have to drink what you're supposed to drink about 6 bottles of water a day at least.
Oh yeah.
They tell you, yeah. Like now, Vic. When remember they used to tell us don't
drink it. Yeah.
Now they say, nigga, drink.
And for all y'all don't know out there, like if you are on dialysis or you have kidney disease, like I said, the kidney's in charge of maintaining the right equation, or the balancing your body chemistry for when it comes to poisons, as well as water intake and water extraction. So if your kidney don't work, your body don't know that you gotta like pee some of that stuff out. So we have to limit to how much we can drink a day. It depend on who you are, your eating habits and drinking habits. Some people I've heard of where they have to minimize to up to maybe 30 ounces of water a day. They literally have to drink 30 ounces of water.
Mine was
What was yours?
44.
44 ounces? Okay. And that's me too. Like if I'm good lately, it's 64 ounces for me. So, and you know me, I used to love, me. I go to Quick Trip.
Juice.
I'm buying gas and I'm buying frozen juice and frozen drinks and all that stuff in a big old thing. But that was the hardest thing for me to adjust was my water intake and fluid intake, because I have a nickname in this house.
Yep.
I'm known as the guzzler. Don't leave no juice around me.
Yep.
I'm gonna drink it all. So I had to change it. So I can't wait till they tell me to drink all that. I'm like, you want me to drink what?
Yeah, you
drink all that water.
You drink at least
Okay,
6 bottles
okay.
of water on top of whatever you drink. You have to drink, quote unquote, that 6 bottles of water.
Okay.
And then whatever else you drink is fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're not used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
coming home, it was getting used to drinking that much water. I'm on it now. Like,
Yeah.
I'll down a few bottles right here in the next 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm used to it now. But, you know, it was just getting used to it, man. And when I got out of the hospital, I was probably 147 pounds. I'm up to 160 now.
Yeah, man, I seen you been eating good now, huh?
But it's kind of scary. No, it's kind of scary though. It's kind of scary though, because at times, your socks leave those.
Oh, the rings around your calves? Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you kind of like.
You used to think that as water. You used to be in fluid and you'd be scared.
That's just that natural way, whatever, in your body, getting your muscles and your tendons and all that stuff back in flow. But yeah, man, and with this, another thing, only 3 things I can never have again in life.
Yeah.
Because it messes with the medication. It like contradicts, counters out the medication. Pomegranate, which I love. I can't lie. Grapefruit and raw sushi. That's it.
Well, hold on, rewind. Okay, you said sushi? You don't want sushi?
That's it. I just got to get cooked sushi now.
Oh man, I may have a problem with that, man. I don't know. That's sushi, man.
Raw sushi too.
Man, I'll tell you.
Guess what?
I had it last week. I went to a Chinese buffet. Shout out to Atlantic Buffet. I'm going there again this weekend. I'm taking my family. We about to eat good, cause I've been dreaming about that sushi, the shrimp tempura, and that avocado roll. But we going again this Saturday, and that's all I can think about. I have not had Chinese food this week because I'm anticipating Saturday's buffet and I'm trying to get the dinner buffet, but I'm gonna get there at the lunchtime. So I'm gonna get there at 4:45, and then be able to eat and be charged a lunch buffet, but then eat that dinner buffet because they're gonna have the crab legs, they're gonna have the clams, they're gonna have the oysters, they're gonna have all that good stuff. And just yeah, but I did hear that the raw foods you gotta watch out for
That's it,
afterwards.
man. That's
Okay,
it. Like
man, man.
you gotta cook your hamburger and your steaks well done now.
Well done
Which
now and everything. And this is just basically just because to avoid like E. coli's and airborne and bacterial infections in foods.
any foodborne illnesses, any foodborne bacteria, you want to make sure you cook your food all the way through. You want to make sure, when you're preparing it, you clean all the surfaces off. You don't cross contaminate.
Yeah.
You have raw vegetables too. People don't understand that raw is vegetables too. Like when you just cut into a tomato without cooking it, that's raw. When you crack an egg without cooking it, that's raw. So what I do just for precautionary reasons, I just cook with gloves on.
Just cook with gloves on. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a small change in my regimen, but
not a deal breaker.
It's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
not doing no tripping, but yeah, man. Like I said, there's only a few things I can't have. There's only a few things I have to do differently. Take my medication, drink my water, and just live, man. Just live.
And I heard that because I've had my kidney I've had two of them. I tried to go through Piedmont, which is a big hospital out here in Atlanta, and then I'm in the process of going through Emory University, which is a university hospital out here. So I'm in the process of doing that with them, and it's going okay. But like I said, we're having a pre-existing condition of sickle cell, and people don't know, but I'm actually people have to find out right now. I'm actually a pediatric cancer survivor. I had cancer as a kid. So so only the people closest to me even know that. But I had Hodgkin's non-lymphoma as a kid. And so with that having been in my file, they want to make sure that there's no chance of that coming back again. So the hematologist specialist wants to do a PET scan of my whole body just to make sure, there's nothing in me. And I was supposed to do it today, but they called me yesterday and told me that they didn't get the information for my insurance verification yet. So they try to see them dollars first. Make sure that them dollars is coming in first, before they actually do the test. Because they said they have to order the medication. The medication, the dye that they shoot you with. They talking about that running cool 18,000 up top. So they want to make sure that I got the Skrillus first. Yeah. And so I'm not hating.
Hey, speaking of dollars, that's another thing about the medication post-transplant that I want you to get ready for.
Okay.
There's one pill called Prograf. There's another one called Valsite, and there's another one called Myfortic. Those are the three main ones. Mm-hmm. One of them is $9,000 a month itself.
Are you serious?
Yes. One of them is $9,000 itself. The other one's about $1,500. Another's about $3,000.
Oh Jesus! Do you see me? You see me rubbing my heart right now? I'm like.
So people think it's all peaches and cream after transplant. No, it's not. Mind you. What did I say? When did I say I can go back to work?
3-4 years.
Year 3, yes. So imagine, yeah. So I mean, government helps a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie. The hospitals help a lot. But they can't take care of all those
everything.
Costs. Yeah. So you just have to realize that it's not all green grass on the other side. It's great. It's all no. You're right. Let me take that back. It's all green. It just ain't all cut.
Yeah. You got a nice fade. You just gotta get that edge up right a little bit every now and then.
So.
And by the way, he is, like you said before, as a master barber. If you're in the Austin area, hit him up. I've seen him cut plenty of famous people's hair, looking pretty decent and everything. So,
We tried. My man got the #1 album out right now. Shout out Big Sean.
Oh, I saw that pic. I wasn't gonna gloat for you, but I had synced it. How they say, I had synced it. Yeah. I saw the fresh edge too. Them boys are pretty. They specific about them edges. So that edge up is pretty nice.
Dog, let me tell you, dog. Funny thing about Big Sean, haircut. Like, what you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna do a light fade for you. Cool. Just don't cut me with your clippers. That's all he worried about. Like you want to. Yeah. But when it came to his facial hair right here.
Oh yeah.
He was the most particular person I've ever shaved in my life.
I could tell, man. He got that Ralph Transvant, beard and mustache.
So he wanted his mustache. Edged up clean. Wanted it straight across. but he wanted it dark. Now, when it came to facial hair and beard, he wanted it kind of like a half fade, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And it like it got to the point the first day. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to be blurred or nothing. He was here for 5 days. I cut his hair 3 times in 5 days. that's what some stars do. So the first time, he actually grabbed the clippers and showed me how he wanted his mustache. I didn't know, should I be embarrassed or
yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, after that, hit him up, had him clean. Had him, I did him, and no homo, I didn't do him. I cut him and his whole
and his whole crew. Okay.
And dances up. So, man, it was live, man. That was one of the best experiences of my life. And of course, I took my wife with me, man. So she got to basket. That's when he was with Ariana, man. I was cutting his hair. He was on the phone with Ariana Grande.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Man, yeah. If you're the Austin area, check him out, man. He's cool with the Clippers. I seen. Hopefully, I'm trying to get out there. I know it's probably busy time for you is during the music festival. South by Southwest.
Yeah, that's how I got with him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, I'm gonna be out there this year, and hopefully, we can actually do a live show somewhere. The whole podcast thing is coming up, so they do a lot of live recordings in some of the bars out there on 6th Street. Shout out to 6th Street. I miss y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Texas Relays. I miss y'all. I love Texas Relays. That's how I found out.
Cool. I am from Georgia, though.
Yeah. I forgot about that, too.
Georgia. Yeah. I'm with DSGB, down South Georgia, boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So on a lighter note, we're going to talk about some other stuff like just get to know you more on the lighter side and everything. Like I said, you my boy from college, and I remember the days in the UC. Shout out to Garrett Rufus. Shout out to Matthew Simon, Lucky Harbert, Anthony Alexander, Tyrone, Tolu. Oh, Tolu. What up, boy? Chris, Chevin. We've had our fair share of debates in the student union center. And man, I had to get your opinion about some of this stuff. We're gonna start with sports first. Nothing too detailed, but just I want to get your opinion on something. So Saturday was the return of Kevin Durant to OKC, the Oklahoma Thunder. In case you don't know, that's basketball, people. Kevin Durant came back to Oklahoma City with the Golden State Warriors and played them. And everybody was wondering how he would be received. As y'all know, he basically left OKC to go to Golden State, and which had knocked him out in the playoffs last year. Basically, his mindset was if you can't beat him, join him. Basically, so he's over there. And do you think it was wrong for him to leave and then go out to Golden State and basically want to win a ring out there? What's your opinion on that, man?
You know what, man? Let me tell you this first and foremost. I never knock a man's business hustle. Number one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said it was a business move. He said it was the best for his family, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
You know, that's what he said. It's a business move, best for his family. So I don't knock on that aspect.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't understand the relationship he and Westbrook had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I want to touch on. That's what I want to touch on is that relationship. Go ahead.
That's the only reason. That's the only place in the area where I knock KD, because the way he went about that separation, the way he went about that, like, let's go back. Mind you, he had James Harden on his team at one time.
Yeah.
He had Steph Curry on his team at one time.
Yeah.
He had Serge Ibaka on his team at one time.
Yeah.
With Westbrook and himself.
Yeah.
So you can't. When you was down to just you and Westbrook, y'all still made it to the finals. Y'all still made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
So for you to leave your boy like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't fit. Sigma, Kappa, Alpha, Omega. We don't do each other like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you kind of agree with me? It's not what he did. It's how he did it. Basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't knock him for his hustle. I don't knock him for okay. If he wins a ring, would it have an asterisk by it because he did that? Yes. But at the end of the day, guess what? Hey, he made a business decision.
Yeah.
But when you left your brother, man.
Yeah.
You left your brother. Here, baby, take me back. You left your brother, man, and the way you left him, excuse me, was you sent him a text message to tell him you were signing with, okay, what's they called? Golden State. You couldn't even have the decency to have lunch with your boy or call him or FaceTime him. What?
Yeah, and that's my issue too, man. It's not what he did, it's how he did it. Because like you said, if he like, cause they Westbrook's from L.A. He got a house in L.A. So and it was off season, and so he could have easily been like, man, I need to holler at you, man. I need to come see you. If Westbrook, because Westbrook's not actually the friendliest person on earth, so even if he said, nah, you ain't gonna come see me, well, let me at least holler at you over the phone. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. That would have been acceptable. I would have seen that. I would have been cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And be like, because like you said, I believe in, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, is a business, an entertainment business, which means you have to look after yourself. Numero uno. I'm not hating on that. Do what you do. As far as the way he did it, yeah, that sucks. I'm not really cool with that either. My thing is, on top of that, is that when he went back to OKC, see, I have this notion that fans, I don't care what kind of fan you are, hockey, football, basketball, baseball, fans, we are irrational. And we are petty. Yeah, and we are petty. So, yes, you have the right to be mad at him. Yeah, you can boo him and everything. But I always, okay, me being a black man, I'm just gonna put on the table. Anytime something happens in the light, in the public light or whatever, with somebody, I can't help to always wonder and bring in the question in me, well, is this race related? Does it have anything to do with his race? Because when he came back to Oklahoma City, he wasn't just booed. They had posters.
And Oklahoma City is a Trump state. I'm real. It's a Trump state.
So I'm seeing signs of not just just him booing him, but of calling him traitor. I have a problem with white people using the term sellout. That tends to sting me a little when I see that. So I'm seeing them calling him a sellout, calling him a traitor, saying he's a coward. They had posters of cupcakes.
It was a lot of other things.
And I'm just saying, these are all the PG things I could say. There was a lot more other stuff. So I tend to look at it as them being, okay, do you not know what he's done for y'all's community? You ungrateful.
Thank you.
SOBs, basically, because
the last set hurricane, that last set of tornadoes, and didn't he donate $1 million to the community?
You beat me to the punch. That was what I was just about to say. Right. He already got traded. He was already living his life in San Francisco, doing his thing, and he still gave money to Oklahoma City over there. And I'm just like, I can understand fans being ungrateful and being pretentious and just petty and just whatever. But he still, as a person, he put y'all on the map. Period. Don't disrespect that man. If you don't want to like him, don't like him, but don't disrespect his manhood, because I can't help.
Nothing in Oklahoma City, nothing.
Exactly. And
me and my wife watch First 48 every Thursday. I'm gonna watch it in a minute. And I guess they're gonna give him Tulsa, Oklahoma, somewhere.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Another topic I wanted to ask you about, get your opinion, was, I don't know if you're not familiar with it, but something happened in New York City. And as you know, I'm really talking about basketball right now. It's NBA season. RIP to football season, Cowboy season.
You a Knicks fan?
You know, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I love watching individual people's games. And Carmelo is very entertaining.
Earlier you said something about the Knicks and how they watching sorry ass Knicks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you must be a Knicks fan.
It's not really that, but they get a lot of TV time for being trash. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the market that they're in right now. But I also like individual players. So I'm a big Melo fan. I like to be entertained. Even back in college in the sweat box, I'd go over there just to watch them hoop. Watching Matt and Garrett and them hoop. It's entertaining to me. So on Friday nights, that's what's usually on, is the Knicks or the Bulls. But off the court, the New York Knicks legend Charles Oakley was basically embarrassed and kicked out of the stadium and then arrested outside the stadium because apparently he was causing some drama. And I saw it live, actually. It didn't look good. But the president and owner of the Knicks basically had him escorted out, and then he was arrested outside for assault, basically. And I thought it was not cool. I don't know if you're a Mavericks fan or think of anybody, your favorite Cowboys player or whatever, but think about Deion Sanders going back to Cowboy Stadium and then him being disrespected like that in public on TV and then not understanding why he's mad, and then just it was just a bad look, man. It was a bad look overall.
Let me tell you this. When we talk about Knicks, I was a Knicks fan with them. I had a Knicks starter jacket and everything.
Okay.
Charles Oakley, John Starks, Ron Harper, Derek Harper, Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a fan of them when they played. Anthony Mason, R.I.P. You know,
Yeah.
I was a fan. So when I saw that, Charles Oakley, Mr. New York Knicks, probably the second most popular Knick to Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
So when that happened, that's like the Bulls doing that to Scottie Pippen, straight up. Because he's probably the second famous Chicago Bulls behind Jordan. That's like that. Pippen is my favorite player in the world ever.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yes. I probably would have went and blew up Chicago if that happened to pick. But now Oakley, you can't do it, man. It's like that. And I don't know if you saw, like 2 or 3 games later, during halftime, it was kind of swept on the rug. Pat Riley brought out I think he brought out Patrick Ewing
and Latrell Sprewell and all of them.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah. That's all I want to get your opinion about. I was like, this is not a coincidence. He's trying to make up and say, hey, look, I'm still cool. People like me.
Yeah.
I have black friends. Look, let's get the scumbag Latrell Sprewell. Let's get him. Yeah, even though he choked out his coach, 20 years ago. Let's bring him back and pat him on the back to show him that, I'm still cool with them. Like, it was just, it was in poor taste.
You're right. That was horrible. Like, there's no way you can make up what you did to Charles Oakley. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah.
I understand. Hey, man, can y'all send security down there and just have them calm, tell them to chill out? Or, hey, how about you bring them up to the press box?
Yeah, let's move this. Let's de-escalate
you know
this.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I feel you on that. But my thing is you can't. Pat can't come back from that. Pat Riley cannot come back from that.
No, he can't. And it's sad because the organization as a whole, I thought we had. When I say we, I mean the Dallas Cowboys. I thought we were the circus of the sports and entertainment world, but New York is getting their little piece right now, getting their shine on too. And it's just some of the things. It's like, and now Melo has a no trade clause. He can leave if he wants. Should he stay? Should he leave? And I believe that he needs to. When you're talking about OKC being a no man's land, that's how Cleveland is right now with Cleveland. LeBron to this day is trying to get Melo to come there. Carmelo was quoted by saying, man, when we have an away game in Cleveland, I don't even leave the hotel. I don't want to play in Cleveland. Like LeBron was like, come play in Cleveland with me. And Melo's like, I don't even leave the hotel when I come in there to play. So, I mean... But he does have his options, and I think that those incidents.
Hey, I didn't know he said that. That's crazy.
Yeah. This was when LeBron had first came back to Cleveland 2 years ago.
Wow.
He was making his super team, and despite what people think, him and Melo are close. They real tight.
Yeah.
So he was recruiting
since high school.
Yeah, and Melo was like.
LeBron was in 11. Melo was in 12. Yep.
And it's just the fact that he said, man, when I fly in there for an away game, I don't even leave the hotel. I do not want to play in Cleveland, bro. But I think he should go, man.
You're a basketball fan. I got something for you. You're a basketball fan. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a Fire Stick?
I'm in the process of getting one. I'm trying to find a legit person. I just don't like giving one anyway, but I'm trying to get one.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one for you and send it to you. Don't pay for one. I got you. All
okay,
right?
appreciate it, man. Look at God. See, God just keep working. What are you doing?
He doing this stuff thing. Listen, when I send it to you, I'm gonna send you a note of something you have to watch. I don't know if you've seen it, but me and my wife watched it. She put me on it, and I love it. It's the story of Lenny Cook.
Okay.
If you don't, for y'all who don't know who Lenny Cook is, look him up. Lenny Cook, basketball. Lenny Cook was the #1 player in the nation when LeBron James was a junior, when Carmelo was a senior, when Joakim Noah was a senior, when all those guys were coming out of high school. He was the #1 player in high school in the nation. He decided to forego his college experience and enter the NBA draft. His agent told him, hey, you're guaranteed lottery pick, blah, blah, blah. He had a little trouble in his past. He had a little, bad work ethic, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he would go to these he camps just to get the shoes. Like he going to camps talking about, hey, if I don't get a pair of Jordans out of it, I'm not gonna play hard. You know, like
Yeah.
But he was cold.
Okay.
So he ended up not even being drafted.
Whoa.
Number one player in the nation, mind you. He ended up not even being drafted, right? So he made, I think, the Boston Celtics practice squad, D League team, right?
Yeah.
He first year on the practice squad. This dude averaged like 25 and 15.
Yo.
Never got called up. Second year, like I told you, he was a year behind LeBron. He would play against Melo and Joakim. Joakim his best friend. He would go the next year. He played against Cleveland when LeBron was a rookie. He was a second year player on the D League team. Dog was cold. He was so cold. He was so cold. The game against LeBron. This is how much they have it out for him. The game against LeBron in preseason, they didn't even put him in not 1 minute.
Are you serious?
Because they didn't want him to outshine LeBron.
Wow.
So he ended up getting cut for whatever reason, playing overseas. Dude averaged 30 and 15 literally overseas. Never got the call from the NBA. Right? So he's about our age. Like, because he's a little older than LeBron. He's Melo's age. He's about our age. So you watch this story, bro, it's sad.
I'm about to look that up, man, because I'm also, as much as I love sports, I'm a lover of documentaries too. Yeah. So yeah,
it's something else, man. It's something else. Like I challenge every basketball player. I'm like all that we know, Luck, Gary, and Larry, all them.
Yeah.
Boys. I want them to watch it. If they haven't, I want them to watch that Lenny Hook too. It's that good.
I'm gonna check that out, man. Yeah, send me that stick and yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah, I'll text you my address later or whatever. Yeah. Man, that is crazy. And that's another person I want to get on this show eventually. We gotta get your boy D Gent. Hey, work like a walk on. Work like a walk on. We gotta get him on here, man.
Balling in Mexico right now.
Yes, in case y'all don't know, this is our boy representing UTA, University of Texas Arlington. He's repping down in Mexico, playing pro ball down there. Best of luck to him, man. Proud of you. I remember when he transferred. He transferred from, I forgot where he transferred from, but when the day he came to UTA, I'm telling you, man, that team turned around because he brought them some swag. He had the Bobby Brown box fade with the little what do you call it, tail in the back. And I was like, who is this kid, man? Who is this kid? And then he come out, pledge Omega and everything.
From Terrell, Texas.
From Terrell, Texas. Yeah.
I call him the bootleg Jamie Foxx.
The bootleg Jamie Foxx.
That's what he is. That's my little bro though, man. Shout out to Dwight
Gentridge. Yes, man, and it's just good seeing our alumni, our friends, and friends and family and frat brothers and sorors and everything coming up from where we are, because as big as the Metroplex is, it's kind of little, and we all know each other, man. And that's what I want to do. I want to get guests like that who need some shine for what they're doing, from sorority sisters and everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got guests coming up. We got guests for days, ladies and gentlemen. Let y'all know ahead of time, and they gonna teach you something. It's not just for entertainment, but it's also to teach you something and learn something at the same time, man. We go
our circle. That's what it's about, man. We all learn from, motivate, enhance, teach. We all teach each other, all of us. I mean, we all from different walks of life, but like Garrett, I'm sorry, I'm finna talk about Garrett 3 seconds. Garrett Roof is probably the smartest person I know in my life, and everybody calls me that. Like, I think you're the smartest person I know. No, Garrett Rufus, probably the smartest person I know. You got to get him on one day.
Okay, I got to get him on. I like to pick people's brains because
got to get Garrett on.
I got to see what's up with him, because I'm telling you, man, I'll have the most random. I'm kind of weird, man. 1 minute I could be talking about geopolitics and peace in the Middle East, and the next minute I'm trying to figure out who won the fight, Iron Man or Dr. Fate from the DC universe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just weird, like I'm eccentric like that. I just gotta get my ideas out there and bounce them off of people, man. And I'm telling you, man, this ain't no slurping session, but I was the first person I thought of when I said I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do this, and I had to hit you up, man.
Hey, shit, they don't know, like, me and Vic talk probably now at least 2 or 3 times a week, late night. We just texting back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure everybody's good, checking each other, making sure our mind's in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Even though I just received my training, like I said, Vic been going through it for a little over a year longer than me.
Yeah.
And he can't even get on the list.
Yeah.
And for me to, like I said, have been on the list not even 3 or 4 hours when I got the message.
Yeah.
You know, that's only a testament of God, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And like I told Vic's dealing with sickle cell. Vic's overcome, you know, pediatric cancer. You know what I'm saying? Vic also is dealing with this kidney disease and heart issues, bro.
Man.
When I tell you God only puts things on people he know can take it, that's the truth. I'm telling you, bro. So if you don't take anything from this, dog, understand that, bro. He only put it on you for a reason. He didn't put it on Joy. As strong as you say your sister is, I love Joy. You know that. Joy,
yeah.
You hear me? He didn't put it on Joy.
Yeah.
He put it on you for a reason. He didn't put it on Love.
Yeah.
6'5", 230. You know what I'm saying? He put it on 6'1", 130.
Yeah. The cricket himself, Jimmy the Cricket. Man, I like to tell you, I'm like Buddy Lee. I'm like Buddy Lee Jeans. There's no busting him, man. You can cut me, you can shoot me, you can do anything. I just keep. You can't bust me, man. I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep fighting.
God, that's God. God, think about it. Everything you done been through in your life, at the end of it, He got you. You taken care of it.
Yeah.
You might have a little pain. You might have a little sickness, but He makes sure you're good, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know you're not a big churchy joke. I'm not a big churchy joke person. We know that.
Yeah.
Like I said, this platform I have now that I've gotten from being sick and sharing it on Facebook and everything, bro, all I can say to you is two things, and I'm going to say it again. I know you're the introvert, but share, bro, because you never know who's looking to bless you. You never know who you're blessing, all right, man?
Oh, man,
share.
I appreciate it, man. And this was therapy for me, man. I need to hear all this, man. I already thought it, but just hearing it out loud and you sent it to me,
and
man.
And then I told you, the second thing, for 1 week, for your boy, do it, okay?
I'm going to do that, man, and I'm going to let you know. We're going to talk again. We're going to talk again next Thursday. I'm going to let you know how it goes. Well, we'll make, you know what I mean. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll make what it do, man. You already know.
But, man, thank you so much for blessing me with your time, man. It's 10 o'clock or now over here, so, I don't want to keep you out here, your little lady in the background screaming and everything. I want to keep you for your family, man. But, man, thank you so much. Hey,
I live with 3 females and one son. my oldest, who I call her my oldest daughter, she's my niece. She's 19. Yeah. And I got that 3-year-old going on 21. And then I got my wife, man. So it's man,
that's a blessing,
I'm well
man.
Protected. Yeah, and I got my son. My he's sick right now. He came home from school. I think he got a little stomach virus. So I'm doctoring on him. I can't do it too close.
Yeah, too close.
I can't get sick, so.
But that's your hero right there, man. That's the one who dang near saved your life. Talking about trying to get that haircut. He's like, Daddy, I'm trying to get the spade. What's up? I'm trying to get the spade.
Yeah.
And that's how this is my baby sister, man.
Hey,
Jackie's like that too, man.
Anytime. You got me on here anytime. I'm letting you know it, all right? Man,
I appreciate it. For social media things, if you got anything you want to, share, where can people find you to get more information about your book, your story, or if they want to contact you? Or just talk to
man. Appreciate you for mentioning the book. Just a little quick excerpt about the book. It's basically just going to be, I haven't decided if I'm going to do one big book or if I'm going to do a series of 3.
Okay.
So I want to talk about the beginning where my relationship with God started, where I really didn't know that I was living for God, which is basically high school into college. Then I'm going to do my full-on college life. Then I'm going to do my adult married life and life as a kidney patient, as a person living with kidney disease, pre-transplant, post-transplant. Okay. So I can do it in 3 parts. I can do it in 1 book, but that's going to be on the lookout for that. Hopefully I'll have that done by summertime, and get everything, looking for publishing and everything. So if you know anybody looking to put out one, college boy.
Hey, we gotta push this, man. Let's push this, people. We gotta let people see this.
Facebook is Isaac Hayes. Just like the singer, just like the one in Atlanta, Georgia with Vic. ISAHAYES. Instagram. But I don't.
Are you big on Instagram? I don't know if I really see you on there, man.
I'm on Instagram. Tough. Let me add you.
Man, yeah. Look at this. Okay.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. Like, I think on Snapchat is Purple Haze and King 11.
Okay.
Instagram. What's my name on? I think there's Isaac Hayes, but it's not. It's like my name on there is Keep Sweat.
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
QUEITH_sweat.
You right. You so right. I knew that because as soon as I saw that name, I was like, damn it, Isaac. Isaac got all the cool names. He always got the cool names.
Also, man, we talked about this medication and everything. You know what I'm saying, is put this out there just because God told me that. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I got a family and I can't go back to work until really three years successful transplant. But I do have a GoFundMe to help with the medical expenses.
Okay.
If you log on to my Facebook, you can find the link on there. I got set to update every day, so you will see it run across my timeline every now and then. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Okay.
I appreciate Vic for doing this, man. I've been trying to think of how to do a podcast, but I don't know how the heck to do all this stuff. I need to get on the phone with Vic to show me how to do this stuff too.
Man, no problem. I just thank you for blessing me with being my guest, man. And like I said, this
Anytime.
this is gonna be just one of many to come. And like I said, catch me on Facebook. You know, just Victor VICTOR MOMOH. I'm on Instagram. Jimmy D Cricket 6. Where else? Twitter. I'm Jimmy D Cricket 6 as well. Just all one word. JIMMYDCRICKET 6. Like I said, this is gonna be posted on SoundCloud. This will eventually be on iTunes. Just give me about a week to put that because they gotta like screen it, make sure I'm not playing nobody else's music or whatever around here before they actually post it on iTunes. But as far as SoundCloud, this will be up usually the next day. Man, I just want to thank y'all again, man. Thank you again, Isaac, man. Take it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, anytime, bro. You know we'll probably be talking tomorrow.
Oh, man. Yeah. And like I said, follow him on everything and then follow me and vice versa. Let's cross-pollinate. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the word out on this, on just black health, period, man. We got to take care of ourselves, man. You know, they're not going to take care of us, so we got to do it for ourselves. So, you know, see your doctor, man. Anything that's bugging you. Man, anything's bugging you, man, go see the doctor, man. It's, you know, I don't want to say we are examples, but I mean, at the same time, like, look, it's real. So, you know, fix it before it can even affect you, man. But love y'all. Love you, Isaac, man. Always a pleasure.
Too, bro,
we're gonna close it out now, man. All right, man. You take it easy, man. Just stay on 1 second while I close everything out.
Yeah.